RP running against Telethia Plume. This remains one of the most strangely addictive aspects of Xenoblade Chronicles X. So at the start here, I'm using a break scale to break all of Telethia's appendages, other than 2. I've then jumped out quickly to catch the weather immunity that was being given out, the weather immunity soul voice that was being given out by Cross using Last Stand to give that to all of us. So then I have to run over to the target appendage, which is on the wing. On the way over I did offensive stance, primer, and I used a couple of yellow arts to get my account up quickly. Cross has also, in the meantime, toppled Telethia and applied ether resistance down to it, and stunned it, and given all of us potential up using energy source. In this first phase, he's reapplying that potential up to all of us to get it up to rank 6. I think I might have made a mistake here in that I grabbed that soul voice to get my critical power to rank 6. No, I think we were all at potential up 6 first. It's more important to get potential up 6 first rather than critical power 6 generally. I use combat limbo to keep all the buffs. It locks in the weather immunity that we got from the soul voice, the potential up that Cross has given us, offensive stance and primer, so we don't have to keep reapplying all of them, we just reapply combat limbo. You'll note that I'm using a reactivation of overdrive to slice the end off of my true stream edges. Missed it that time. I'm certainly not the best at this at all. Room for improvement. I'm getting better. The reason for the tornado blade in there is so that I can apply fast forward to Blossom Dance, but it's not going to do very much damage, so I slice it off very quickly with overdrive. Other people use Magnum Edge for that to avoid stealing a soul voice with it. An orange soul voice that would be better used on a Blossom Dance or a True Stream Edge. But with Tornado Blade you probably do a bit of damage with the art. It's hard to say which is better. I normally use Magnum Edge, but I was trying out Tornado Blade today. I'm watching this, it's looking like unfortunately a lot of the soul voices are landing on the wrong arts. I should have been more careful with that. It's possible to sidestep a soul voice so it doesn't look like I was doing it right. So there I hit a toppler soul voice on my Blossom Dance, using 14 million a hit, but earlier in the run I wasted one on a True Stream Edge, which doesn't get you nearly as much of a damage boost. I think one of the key challenges with RPing, firstly there's the start, getting everything going quickly. Yeah, I've just wasted another toppler soul voice on a True Stream Edge. So how quickly you can get all the buffs applied, get into position and start Blossom Dancing. But then also, there's the fact that it just keeps going. At this point you feel like you've done it all, but to get a high score you've got to sustain what you've been doing for another 5 minutes. You can't let up, you can't pause, you can't take it slow. There needs to be no gaps. If anything, you need to be speeding up. You're slicing off the end of your True Stream animation to get that next Blossom Dance sooner. And there's just no pauses here. One note on TP for this. The TP comes mostly from Cross using Last Stand on us all. So Last Stand is an assault rifle art that gives 2,000 TP to all allies at the cost of 1,000 TP for the user. So Cross has arts gain TP and the like, and is spamming Last Stand, as well as keeping Telethia toppled and stunned, and ether resistance downed, whilst the rest of us have no TP generation at all really, other than, well, True Stream Edge gives a little, and whenever you hit a perfect on a soul challenge, it gives a little as well. So I had the no soul voices glitch in this run, it's a periodic glitch when you're playing online. Well, specifically against Plume it appears to be, that one or more players will just not get soul challenges in a run. So you see I'm not getting soul challenges, so I'm not shouting any soul voices. There isn't really anything you can do about that. You could cancel the run as soon as you see it, but you'd have a lot of cancels. So far in this run, watching myself, I think I've counted about 5 mistakes. Times when I've used topple soul voice on a true stream edge, a couple of times when there's been a brief delay that shouldn't have been. All these things need to be worked out if I'm going to go for higher scores. The current record, as far as I know, is something like 53,980. Though that record did involve using two of the Blossom Dancers having the Witchblade receiving rusts that had 3 relevant traits, whereas here we're only using 2 trait Bewitched Blades for this run, because none of us have the 3 traits. 3 trait Bewitched Blades are very rare. Far too rare. Credit for the build that we're using in this goes to a mixture of people. A lot of it's from Episteme. I think a few tweaks are from Leo, and then a couple of tweaks of my own, which everybody uses now too. Yeah, it's mostly Episteme's build. Bit of an odd build in a way, in that so you use farmed head, or you use some of the rarest left and right arms in the game that you have to farm, both 3 trait gear. Then your legs are from a basic mission reward. Chest is a fairly rare farmed item, only 2 trait. Guns are a 3 trait rare item, and then there's the sword, which we talked about. The reason for a Bewitched Glaive over a Spapper is that whilst with a Spapper with its potential boost trait you can do more Blossom Dance damage, the Bewitched Glaive does a lot more true stream edge damage, and so balances out ahead. Anyway, shout out to Cross, Illa and Miiaah for great time running with them last night, and yeah, this was not the best score, but a pretty cool score, and the highest I've been able to record. I believe I've had one higher once, but I A, didn't record it, and B, I got disconnected in the last 5 seconds of it, so I didn't even get to see the score screen. So here we go, 51,375. Not the best, but that was pretty good fun, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Bye.